Well, take a look at that, guys. SoFi stocks taking off today, up around 5%. We're trading just over $14 a share, 14.10 right now to be exact. And earlier in the day, we were actually at $14.30. Pretty much we exploded out of the gate, guys. Saw a little bit of a pullback intraday here, which now it's being followed up with a rebound. Buyers are coming in. So let's see if we start pushing here, guys. SoFi, well, it's already pushing, but let's see if we start running up again on the intraday. Maybe we take out those highs. Either way, bulls are back alive today at least. We're up again 5%, 64 cents in the green. Let's break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. So you know what to do. Run the likes up. Make sure to subscribe. Join the free email stock newsletter and check out my Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio. That's linked down below if you guys want to. And now, cheers, of course. Take a sip of your coffee. Let's dive into it. So, like I said, we're up around 4.5%, 5%, completely breaking out of the highs from yesterday and honestly the last couple of days. And we'll talk more about that here in a second. But you can see we hit $14.32 earlier in the day. Yesterday, we hit a low of $13.23. So from yesterday's low to the high today, that's an 8% spread pretty much. So big move there for SoFi. Clearly, volumes kicking up as well. And on this 5-day, 5-minute, we're also at a fresh high. And you're noticing here, if I draw this out, okay, let me draw this resistance out. We can see there's a clear resistance. There was resistance. Now we broke out of it at about 1375-ish, 1380. Well, we broke out of that easily this morning. We then pulled back, like I showed you on the intraday earlier today. We saw a bit of an intraday pullback. We hit about 1380.90, right? Funny how that works. And now we're getting buyers to come in there. You're noticing it right here if I zoom in. So we broke out of 1380, got to 1430, pulled back, healthy pullback, because at one point we were up 6-7%, whatever it was. So we saw the healthy pullback, and now we're getting the buyers to come in right at 1380.90. Again, old resistance, now support. This is a great sign overall for the bulls in the short term. That momentum's continuing, and again, this goes back to what I said before. Let's see if we get momentum to carry on here throughout the rest of the day. It's 1:30 when I'm making this video. You're watching it shortly after. But let's see, heading into power hour. Will we break out? Will we run into close? That would be ideal for the bulls. We just have to wait and see if it happens. So right now we're looking great on the intraday, on the 5-day, 5-minute, 30-minute chart. Looks really good. You guys are noticing it here. And this kind of goes back to what we talked about yesterday. Do you guys remember the ascending triangle we were calling out yesterday on SoFi stock and the update? I told you guys, look, we have clear higher lows being made into this 1380 resistance, which we just mentioned, 1380. That's been the high for a good, 2-3 weeks at this point. So we outlined this ascending triangle, right, as we were making these higher lows for a couple of days into that 1380 level, and now it's fully playing out. This is the triangle fully playing out as clearly we're breaking out of 1380. So at this point, you may be asking yourself, what targets should we be watching out for? Well, this is one of them right here. We actually almost hit it. We pretty much did hit it today, 1440, 1445. That's kind of where the stock was at on this day right here. Let me zoom in. On the 13th of May, 14th of May, right around 1440, 1445. We did spike to 1478 on the 14th of May, so that could be the next gap to fill. But for now, we're kind of trading between 1380 to about 1440-ish, and we almost hit 1440 earlier today. So I would like to see whether it's tomorrow, at some point next week, right? Will SoFi fill the gap again to the mid-14s, 1440, right? And then will it break out of there? That's the million-dollar question. And at this point, we're not quite yet. seeing it. But after that, let me pull this up right here and let me get some water while I'm at it, guys. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all for tuning in. All right, my throat was getting a little bit, and we don't edit here, so sometimes you got to drink the water mid-video. It is what it is, guys. But yeah, if we break 1440, 1445, start getting momentum above there, we could start going to 1480. Then, if that were to break, 1480 being the high from a couple weeks ago, then we could really, at that point, fully start breaking out. Which at this point, now that I pulled up the 4-hour chart, it kind of looks like we have a massive ascending triangle in the making. I mean, do you guys see this? It's either a nasty triple top that's forming. You guys are seeing that too. It's either a nasty triple top right here, or it's going to be a beautiful breakout, not a head and shoulder, an ascending triangle breakout. It's going to be one or the other, one of the two, and it kind of looks like the bulls are coming to life here, and it kind of looks like it wants to break out, but we're not fully there yet. We'll see. It's really got to start pushing mid-high 14s for this full-on breakout. And if we start getting above $15, guys, get ready. That's where it's going to get really interesting, at least in my opinion. But for now, that's what we're looking at here on SoFi. Great day, 4.5%, 5%, beautiful day, but it's not fully breaking out yet. And yes, it is above the moving averages. We are seeing momentum, all that. The bulls are clearly alive, but we're not getting that push out of the highs from the past couple of weeks, which we need to. We need to see that on the charts. So I'm going to set some alerts. I'm happy we're over $14 now. So I just put one at $14.50. I'll set another one, and this is the alert that has to hit, right? $15. Mark is that we're above $15. That needs to break. And if we're able to get out of there again, that's where it's going to get interesting. That's where we could really start going $16.50, $17, $18 again. That's where that's totally in the cards. We could be going. So that's where we could be going. But we're not there yet. So alerts are set. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And quickly now, let me show you these indexes, which are actually going green. It's nuts. We were red earlier, now we're going green. I'm loving it. Not crazy green, but SPY's up 0.14%. Pretty good. And you can see on the intraday, wow, what the heck's going on? It's been quite the rocky day. Up, down, up, down. This is the definition of all over the place volatility. Let's see what's going on the live news tab. I'm seeing a lot about President Trump and Xi. I'm seeing a lot about Elon Musk, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Reuters cites filing with Commerce Department, blah, blah, blah. Nothing crazy, I guess. But either way, we've seen a lot of volatility on SPY. And same thing here on QQQ. It's up a little bit, but it's been quite volatile. 0.14% in the green right now. The Russell is up 0.4%. Pretty good for the Russell, up around 0.5%, as the Dow is up 0.25%. So we're up across the board right now. The VIX is slipping, which is good. Volatility index is down to 17.25, down 2% on the day. Not too bad. And we have a lot of stocks moving, not just SoFi, but stocks like Micron are moving big today. 5% move for Micron, Applied Materials, Roblox, Airbnb, a lot of names making a big move. Man, Roblox has just been on a tear, almost $100 a share now. Unbelievable move for Roblox recently. Airbnb's up 3% on the day. We're about to actually test that 140 alert that I have, which is the breakout spot on Airbnb. We'll see how it goes there in the short term. And AMAT, let me pull up AMAT, Applied Materials. This one's also trying to start getting some momentum. It looks like we're getting a bounce slowly above these moving averages on the 4-hour chart. Let's see if it continues, guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Join my free email stock newsletter linked down below. And if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio, all my buys, sells, which I haven't really sold anything, except for covered calls, that is, right? So if you want to keep up with my options moves, what I'm doing in my portfolio where I'm investing thousands of dollars a month at this point, that's linked down below. Feel free to go check it out. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.